guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, my name is Tafara, and on this channel we share about opportunities in education, scholarships and personal growth. So yeah, today I am going to talk about something that maybe you're always wondering. Why is this girl talking about scholarship, fully funded, sponsorship? So yeah, I am here to talk about this. So today we are going to talk about advantages of scholarships. So number one, before we even go anywhere. The ease of finance. Guys, if you're on scholarships, or if you're on a scholarship, you don't have to worry where will you get accommodation money, where will you get transport money, where will you get, upkeep, anything, food money or anything. That the ease of finances just, makes it nice, makes it something that you should be desiring to have. I'm not talking only about scholarships abroad. Even scholarships within your country. They are scholarships that are offered by, developed countries whilst you're in your home country. One example I want to give you is that the Marie Curie, I've talked about it in the previous videos. The Marie Curie doesn't mind if you're in Europe, if you're in Africa, if you're in Asia, if you're in America, it doesn't mind. If you apply for the scholarship and you get it, if you're already enrolled in a university back in your home country, they don't mind, they will fund you. It doesn't mean that the money they will give you will be much more smaller than the money they would give someone who is already in Europe. They will give you the same amount. So we had people who were doing their masters back in their home country. Trust me, those people saved, because back home accommodation is not that much. Most probably some of them would be in their hometown staying at home, or even if you're moving to another town for your university, the accommodation costs in Europe, in America, are not as low as compared to the accommodation fees in Africa. They are close to nothing. So those people really managed to save, really managed to do big things with their scholarship money, as compared to us who are in Europe, who are fighting to pay our rent and balance things out. But besides all of that, scholarships bring ease of finance. Just having someone paying your school fees, having someone giving you accommodation money is one thing that I think is desirable about, scholarships. It's one advantage that I really like. And then the second thing is, if you're fortunate enough to get a scholarship that makes you travel, guys, that is an advantage, having to travel the world. I personally don't know when I was going to be able to afford the money to be able to, get a plane ticket, go to explore the countries that I've explored in Europe. It's a privilege. That's one thing that scholarships can unlock for you. I've been to countries that in my life I never dreamed I would be able to be in the 2 years I was on scholarship. I've been to France, Paris. I've been to Sweden. I've been to Norway. I've been to Austria. I've been to Greece, Athens. I've been to Hungary, Budapest. I've been to Slovakia. I've been to Italy, Rome. There are countless countries that I've been to that I know with my own money and my own exposure, I wouldn't be able to do it. But that travel experience, that thing of having to see the world, was unlocked by a scholarship opportunity. So yeah, that is one of the advantages that I really like about scholarship. And as you can see, I'm smiling because guys, I wouldn't be able to see like these countries that I've been to. I would have been able to experience, the traveling part of it. But here I am, because of a scholarship, I was able to do that. And you can do it also. if you apply for scholarships. I think now even if I say I'm stopping at this a disadvantage, you can understand why I'm always shouting scholarships. I think you now can understand she really enjoyed, her scholarship time. But yeah, back to business. Scholarships can do that for you. And then one thing I like about scholarship is they give you access and opportunities. Guys, when you get a scholarship, it helps you to network. I'm going to use my example. I know there are a lot of examples out there. My scholarship opportunity enabled me to network with people who were in my field, whom I thought I would never meet. Number one, my scholarship had the privilege of having to do an internship at a United Nations agency. You know how rigorous the applications are. And I know that probably if I was going to apply it on my own, I know my God would allow me to get it. But having the connection, the opportunity brought to me by the scholarship that I got is something that I really, reminisce about, I really admire about scholarships. So a scholarship is able to give you access to opportunities like that. And the way they design these programs, you know what? I'm still going to use the example of the scholarship that I get for you guys to really understand what I'm trying to say. We were here, they were funding people in different continents. Wherever you are, you would be funded. And then during that period of the masters, they kind of, they kind of organize programs whereby those who are even doing programs in their home countries are able to travel to Europe to attend those programs. They could be 2-week programs, they could be 1-week programs, they could be 3 days programs, they could be 2 days program, it could be a 1-day program. And for someone, I'm sure that was access to an opportunity that they thought they might not get. Having to be fully funded to come from your home country, come and attend a conference or a program or a workshop, and then go back and continue with the program that you're doing and continue studying. I think, guys, let's just look at it. That's access to opportunities that you're given by a scholarship. I think after this, you also understand why I'm always shouting and putting loudspeakers out there like scholarships, apply for scholarships. So yeah, that is also one of the advantages. And one of the advantages is networking. Some of these people who are driving these scholarships or who are managing these scholarships are people who are, prominent in the different industries that they would be in, and that would be funded by those scholarships. So imagine having to meet those people, learning from their pool of knowledge, and if you position yourself very well, you might be in a position to probably have an internship in their organizations, or probably get a job or something. I'm just giving examples, but this is brought to you by scholarships. So yeah, guys, that's one of the advantages of having a scholarship. And then the other thing, this is personal, you tend to grow as an individual, because probably your scholarship takes you to Europe, takes you to America. You are there in an unfamiliar environment. You have to adapt. You have to, adjust some of the things probably that you were overlooking when you were back home. You have to adjust, and you know what? I have to do these things on my own. If I snooze, I will lose. So I have to, be mindful of what I'm doing. I have to be, a good planner. I have to, organize myself. I have to put myself out there. One thing that I barely talk about is that before I even, came for my scholarship and everything, when I was doing my bachelor's, yes, I was, out there. But when I came for my scholarship, I realized that I met with people, and I learned a lot from other people. I was someone who was really, closed up, really didn't talk that much, really given a chance. If we're in a group and someone is asked to present, I would be out there wishing someone is presenting the work. But when I got out there, I got to learn from other people, and it has helped me grow individually. Right now, if you're doing anything in school, if someone is asked to present, I'm like, I can volunteer, which is something that I used not to volunteer before. Why? Because I got to meet with people from different countries with different perspectives. I got pushed, guys. I got pushed off my limits as an individual, and I realized that, I have to grow. I have to be able to be doing these things. So as an individual, I actually quite have a lot that I've learned to grow, that have shown improvement as an individual. That's one thing. Another thing that I got, which is kind of personal growth or individual growth, is I learned that we meet with different people who have different perspectives. It's not every time that I have to come out there and fight and, have things known. I'm not saying do not stand up for yourself, but sometimes I realize that we are all different out there. So I need to be able to tailor make myself in a situation. Based on who is there, who is doing what, and it has helped me not to be mentally stressed that, so and so is, like this, I can't handle it. So I've learned on a personal level to be able to deal with different people who have different personalities. And this was one of the things that I think, yes, we can get it out there, but the fact that I got this opportunity to, be funded for my school gave me time to really work on my personal growth. So I think as for now, you can actually see why Tafara is always saying, guys, apply for scholarships and all. I met a lot of nationalities. You learn. One thing that I admire about meeting other nationalities is that I learned a lot. An example I'm going to use. I had always wanted to do online courses, but when I, do the online courses, some of them are asking you need to pay, you need to, to get your certificate and all. And when I was back at home, I was like, oh, I can't pay, I can't afford this and all of that. You see? When I come here, I meet other nationalities. I got to see that the very same platform that I thought I had to pay to do these courses and get my certificate is the very same platform that these guys were doing their certificates for $0. Why? They know that if you get there, it's Coursera. If you get on Coursera, you can actually click a course instead of auditing it to see what's in there. Don't audit it. Apply for financial aid. And the application for financial aid, that's the easiest application I have done. You just describe your background. Hello, my name is Tafara. I'm doing this and this, and I would really like to do this course. It would benefit me from A, B, C, D, and all of that. And you send your financial aid application. After 14 days, you get that, your application has been accepted. And you do the course for free, you get your certificate for free. Trust me, when I found out about that, I was running around seeing any course that I want, I apply, I do it, and I get my certifications. And now when I, kind of do my CV, I add those certifications, those professional courses, and they have helped me. And this is something that I got to experience because I met with other nationalities, and it has really helped me. So yeah, I thought I would just do this short video to, tell you about the advantages of scholarships and why you should really make up your mind and really research for the different scholarships in your field and apply for them. There is nothing that is so sweet than having to come to school fully funded, achieving your dreams fully funded, and in some cases having them pay for your travel to go for conferences or for meetings for summer school, fully funded to meet different people, to explore different things. And it doesn't mean when you go for conferences or summer school, it's school only. You have time to mingle, experience different cultures, and it kind of opens your mind. So guys, here are the advantages of scholarships, and I hope you really enjoy, and I hope you really see why I'm always running around and saying scholarships, apply for scholarships. This is where it is coming from, this girl. I hope you see these advantages and you are pushed to go to that application that you haven't, started, or you are pushed to go on Google and find the different scholarships in your field and capitalize on them. They could be fully funded, they could be partially funded, but well, yeah, you get to, capitalize on these advantages. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Girl wants to, reach a lot of subscribers, so please don't forget to subscribe, share with people who you think might benefit from this, and yeah, enjoy. Bye.